Before you can start building your retirement savings, you need to get in the door. And in the world of 401k plans, that means meeting certain eligibility requirements set by your employer within limits set by federal law. Let's walk through what it takes to join a 401k plan and how companies decide who gets access and when. When a company decides to offer a 401k, they don't just flip a switch and open the plan to everyone. They have to define who's eligible and when those eligible employees can begin participating. Under federal rules, particularly ERISA, employers have flexibility, but they also have boundaries. They can be more generous than the law requires, but not more restrictive. There are three key terms to understand here. First is eligibility, which employees are allowed to join the plan. Next is participation, when those employees can actually start contributing. And finally, there's accrued benefits, the amount of retirement savings an employee has earned or been allocated at any point in time. So what are the typical limits? Let's start with age. A plan cannot require someone to be older than 21 to participate. That's the legal maximum. But employers can let employees in earlier and, for example, at age 18 or 19. They just can't set the bar too high. Next, there's employment classification. Federal law allows employers to include some types of employees while excluding others. So a company may choose to allow only full-time or permanent staff to participate and leave out part-time or seasonal workers. Some companies even set up separate plans for union employees. Then there's service. How long an employee must work before being allowed to join the plan? Here, the law says a company can't make you wait more than 1 year, but again, they can be more generous. Many companies skip the wait altogether. If a plan does set a service requirement, it must also define how service is measured. ERISA allows several methods. The first is the 1,000 hours method, so if you work at least 1,000 hours in your first year, you've met the service requirement. The second is the credited months method. If you work even 1 day in a month, you get credit for that month. 12 credited months equals 1 year. And the third is the elapsed time method, which simply looks at how much calendar time has passed since you were hired. No need to count hours or days worked. And then, some plans have no eligibility rules at all. Everyone can start contributing right away. In fact, in 2015, 2/3 of companies offering 401ks had no service requirement, and nearly half had no age requirement. Larger employers in particular are more likely to open the plan up immediately. Even once you're eligible though, there may still be a slight delay before you can enroll. That's where entry dates come in. To avoid the chaos of enrolling new participants every single day, many plans use fixed entry dates, specific times during the year when new employees can join. These might happen once a quarter, once a month, or even based on payroll cycles. But here's the important part. ERISA says your first entry date can't be more than 6 months after you've met the eligibility rules. So even if you're waiting for the next enrollment window, you won't be waiting forever. So what does all this mean for you? When starting a new job, it's worth asking, how soon can I join the 401k? Are there age or service requirements? And when is the next entry date? Knowing the answers helps you plan your savings and make sure you don't miss out on valuable time in the market. Coming up next, we'll walk through the nuts and bolts of 401k contributions, how much you can put in, when to start, and why it pays to start early. And remember, tax laws and retirement rules can evolve, so always check with the IRS or Department of Labor for the most up-to-date information. Thanks for tuning in. You're one step closer to mastering your money and your future.